2 weeks ago, I stupidly tripped over a piece of concrete in the drive and fell and hurt my wrist. I didn't fall on the outstretched hand, I managed to pin it between my rib and the concrete. And I heard a noise and I thought, that's a silly thing to have done. So anyway, I got up, carried on doing what I was doing because I needed to show these delivery men where the house was. And that, at that time, was more important than what I'd done to my wrist. So about an hour and a half later, after I'd sorted out the drivers and we got the delivery in and everything else, I thought, now this is beginning to hurt. So I had a look at it and I thought, okay, I haven't broken the common fractures in the actual wrist bones here, but I'd certainly done something to the wrist itself. And there's lots of small bones in there, and it could have been anything. I certainly scrunched them up and caused some grief. But being a physiotherapist for a few years now, I had a look and I thought, okay, I might have a small crack in there, but at the moment I'm just going to work it. I'm going to put heat on it, and I've used a wheat bag on it because I don't like the idea of cold. I've yet to see any really good evidence for that, and the idea of putting cold on a painful wrist didn't appeal to me. So I used what I've done for the last 30 odd years, which was to use wheat bags. So I put a wheat bag on it. I also used interferential therapy, which, as some of you will know, is a particular specialty of mine, and this particular low frequency current is designed to increase the healing rate. It will certainly increase the healing rate of the fracture. That research was done in the 80s, but also it would stimulate the inflammatory response and increase the healing rate, get rid of the swelling, etc. So that I did, and hundreds of movements later, it's now, thank you very much, it works. The interesting thing, of course, was that I couldn't actually treat patients for a week. So I had to pass on my patients over to my other physiotherapists because I couldn't get the force behind it to manipulate necks and backs. So I spent the week in the office designing and writing our new practice brochure. Now that's all very well. Within a week I was back treating patients. It's now fully functioning. There's a slight little bit of pain in there, and yes, I may have, of course, got a small crack in there, but I looked for all the other signs and symptoms of problems and carry on treating it, and I have a functioning hand, tiny bit of pain, but then I expect it. But it's a tiny bit of pain, and I can get on with that and manage that. Now, this time of year, I think lots of you are going to do this. Lots of people are going to be, unfortunately, slipping, sliding, falling. But I'd just like to say, deal with it, use it, move it. Obviously, if there's a great injury and you're not sure, then you should go to the doctors and get it x-rayed. But simple things, sprains and strains, even quite heavy falls as I did, then keep it moving within pain-free limits. But hundreds of times. It doesn't matter whether it's a wrist, a knee, whatever it happens to be. If you keep it moving in pain-free range, then you'll keep the function back in the joint. The other interesting thing about this was that it was a priceless example of how our nervous system and brain works with regard to injury and pain. There is a really exciting concept. It's been around for a little while now, but not many people know about it, and it's called the mature organism model, and it was developed and devised by a physiotherapist called Louis Gifford. He worked down in Falmouth and one of the world's authorities on pain. Absolutely stunning guy, and stunning the work that he came up with. What this is essentially saying is, if you take me falling over like an idiot in the drive, what he's saying is that my nervous system, my brain, everything, my reaction to that situation is the result of everything that I've experienced, everything that I've seen, done, heard over my entire life. It was a unique experience to me, as it would be to you. So my brain and nervous system at that moment said, okay, you've hurt yourself, but it's more important to go and sort those van drivers out because they were lost down the lane. So now is not necessarily the right time to feel the pain. We'll let you go and do that, which is what I did. And then a bit later on, when my brain, my nervous system, my experiences then decided it was safe for me, then the pain started. So I expected to get some pain, because I'd fallen over on concrete and hurt my wrist. It's a combination, but I know about this. I know that that's how the system works. So I had the confidence to be able to work it, treat it, use it, and as I say, within a week, I was back treating patients. Now, over the coming months, if you have any slip, slides, falls, if you're worried about it, then please go and see somebody. Come to us as physiotherapists, go to the doctors, go to the A&E, whatever you think, whatever you're comfortable with, that to find out exactly what the injury is. Now, if it doesn't require surgery, if it doesn't require putting in plaster, then I would suggest the thing to do is exactly what I did, which was to heat it up, get treatment from a physiotherapist who uses interferential if necessary. That just speeds the whole process up. But essentially, use it. Use it and use it hundreds of times in a day, but within the limits of pain. So that's my Christmas message. Keep the body moving within the limits of pain. Don't stop. Happy Christmas.